Hey, Goku, what are you gonna do today? No, like, what are you gonna do today? You know, it's that day. It's Dragon Ball Day. I'm talking about the Dragon Ball Festival, man. It's when they eat like special rice balls. You and Chi-Chi really don't have plans? So me and my girl, we're gonna make special rice balls. You know, Dragon Balls. Yeah. Oh, what was that for? Oh, Dragon Boat Festival. Oh. Hey guys, welcome back to the After Hours. I'm the 8-Tailed Beast, and today we're gonna talk about AI in the market. This week we had VCIG go up 300% inside of the market. It went up to 300%, but it closed up on the day 150%. This stock went from $2 up to $11, but closed around $7. That's all that's really important. But what we really want to narrow down, what is AI? Now, what are these AI plays that I talk about? We talked about them in detail in previous videos, but I'm gonna give you an example of what they actually are. We're gonna use VCIG as an example. Now, AI recently has been in high demand. Any business that involves AI or artificial intelligence or anything that adds to the technology-driven world is in high demand right now. I say that now because you see all the headlines are filled with AI, technology, some even filled with drama involving some of the tech leaders, like the recent cage match between Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. Will it happen? We don't really know, but we do know that one is the chief of Twitter and another one is the chief of Facebook and Instagram. They are a part of the same industry, so they have reasons to go at each other. But other people may just see it as two tech leaders verbally attacking each other. At the end of the day, we know it's gonna be entertaining, and that entertainment is going to feed into the market. I wonder what the stake is gonna be. Winner takes half the other's investors. Shake on it. Now that we talked a little bit about how AI is pretty much a big marketing tool right now, let's talk about what AI actually is. There's all kinds of data that you can get from traffic. Anything from congested highways to busy streets. All you need to know is the routes are fixed. With more data, you can reroute using AI tools, also known as predictive analytics, to figure out what is the best route. You can apply the same thing inside of marketing, the same thing inside of trading. All the options are already out there. You're not creating the wheel. You're just generating a lot of historic data. And based off the historic activity, you're trying to predict the potential future. You're trying to narrow down the highest probability, the high odd outcome. Now, when it comes to what happened on VCIG, this one went from $2 all the way up to $11. Now, the catalyst was they're marketing a new communication app. Now, this communication app, they attached it to AI. How'd they do that? It was pretty easy. They said it has predictive models, and that's what AI is. VCIG has a small market cap and a low float. It can double, triple, and sometimes even quadruple in price. And this one has a recent spike history of going up over 10 times its value. And that's around its recent IPO. It went from 2 to 24 in one day. Fast forward a few months later, then it went from 2 to 11. Now this one is more important in the future. People are going to be prepared for the second time it goes up, maybe even the third time for a bounce short. Again, when it comes to AI, when it comes to trading and all this predictive data, we need something to have an idea of what's going to happen in the future. It's all probability. And when we look at VCIG, we understand we're speculating. So when we look in the history, we're looking at the tracks that lead to the past. And we know that they're aiming towards something. In VCIG, all it needed was a reason to do it one more time. It actually didn't even need a reason. But if you threw AI in the mix, it was bound to go up at least 100%, and it did. So when it comes to these communication apps, a lot of them are created, but not all of them survive. But the ones that do survive are not the ones that are part of the biggest app. It's the one that has the most protection and it fits the needs of the people. Right now, Twitter is supposed to represent freedom of speech versus Instagram and Facebook. They represent family, which is why you see a lot of tension right now, especially between the two owners of those institutions. Now you can throw Socialized Messenger in the mix, but they're just getting started. So not really. But at the end of the day, what's important is VCIG has exclusive distributionship for Kajia to these Southeast Asian countries. Now, when we think of communication tools in Asian countries, we probably think of WeChat or Line or Instagram. Now, most of these are fully data encrypted. They have your privacy as their top priority. But Socialized Messenger, they came onto the scene saying that they have AI-based tools and they can do it better. We don't know, but we'll see. At the end of the day, we know their marketing team is VCIG. Now, VCIG by itself probably isn't anything special, honestly. But VCI Global Limited, they did get an exclusive contract, which gives them some type of credibility. Not only will they benefit from Kajia's reputation, but they'll also have the bragging rights that they have exclusive contracts, which means people saw value in them at some point. Pretty cool. That's what you have to look for when you look for past data to turn into predictive data to create an AI model. When it comes to these exclusive contracts, from the market's perspective, as a speculator, you're probably thinking, is this enough to go up 100%? Is it enough to go up 1,000%? Well, at least 100, most likely. An exclusive contract is a unique deal. Big players, they choose smaller players, either as a part of a bigger plan to consume them later, or as a long-term partner before they consume them later. Now, when we talk about distribution or marketing as an exclusive contract, that's a little different. Anybody can market by putting AI inside of the headline. They're using predictive data analytics. But what's really important to know is that VCIG is not anything special. It still has a small cap and a low float. That means its stock price can easily multiply. Now, at the end of the day, we don't know how long this hype is gonna last. We do like exclusive contracts, and there's probably gonna be a cage match between tech leaders. But you throw all this together, you will just see that everyone's just bored. There was a lot of opportunities this week. Other than VCIG, on the same day, we saw other bounce shorts. They had historic activities where there was massive amounts of volume. With VCIG, you saw over 100 million shares were traded. Now, I think more could have been traded and the stock price could have went even higher if it didn't have competition. And I mean that because retail only has a certain amount of money to distribute into these penny stocks. When it comes to VCIG, it took most of it because it had the biggest catalyst. Well, that's all we have today. If you like what you saw, hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.